lovelies, my name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup.misfit. And these past few weeks have flown by because we are here with another hashtag beauty chest update. So last month I had a couple of thoughts, so today I have a couple of things to chat about. First off, I did mix up a couple of the prompt names last month, so I apologize. I didn't realize until afterwards, but I have everything with me, so I should be okay. But with that being said, we're going to get into the prompt that has been in here for absolute ever. Feels like it's been since the beginning, pretty close to. That is the prompt free shipping, which was to roll in 2 products. And of course, I rolled in 2 blushes because I thought that was a good idea at the time. I've been working on my Laura Mercier Rose Blush and my NARS Goule Blush. Now, the Laura Mercier blush, she is still sitting at work. I brought her there thinking that I would get a lot of usage on it because when I'm at work, halfway through the day, I feel like I need to freshen up. When I don't have my makeup there, I really need it. But apparently with my makeup there, I don't do it at all. So I think I had about 4 uses left on it last month. I had changed the goal from hitting pan originally to 10 uses, and I want to say I had about 4 left. I've used it like twice. So I'm going to roll that blush out. I know that it's not going to get any use. It wasn't when it was sitting at home. It's not when it's sitting at work. It's just not one that I'm gravitating towards, wanting to use, even remember to use. So I'm going to roll it out. And my NARS Goule blush, on the other hand, I have been using this so consistently. Today I'm not. The last couple of days I've been like trying to reach for other blushes. This has basically been and still has been my daily blush for a very long time. With that, you think I'd hit pan? I have not. I have had a couple of moments where there was the slightest glimmer of hope because I thought I had hit pan in here twice. I continued to use it and that went away. So I don't know if they were just little specks of something, which is what I'm assuming. However, this blush, you can tell from the sides, and you can look, if you look at the corner right there, you can see that the blush has definitely got movement and it's moving its way down. But I think the brush that I'm using is picking up more of the surface area opposed to a pinpointed area, which is where I thought this was going. But I also find that with these NARS blushes anyway, that where I think I'm going to hit pan, I don't. And I end up hitting pan in some other spot on the blush that I never really thought was going to happen. So I'm going to roll this blush out too. I just need a break. I definitely want to still hit pan in this and I'm going to use it as I feel, but I think I might end up rolling this into a project later on in the year. Just take a little bit of a break from it. You know, if I want to use it, I can use it, but I don't have to feel forced to use it, and just try and go for a few other things in the meantime. So not only am I going to roll out both blushes, I'm actually going to roll out the whole prompt. Sometimes I like to just replace the products, but I just want a brand new prompt. Just kind of freshen it up, keep this project going a little bit because I feel like I've definitely been a little stale and I want to catch up. So we are going to roll in a whole new prompt for this later on. The next prompt that I want to talk about is makeup inventory, and that was a product from your top 3 categories. So I went with blush, highlighter, and eyeshadow. We're going to start off with the blush, and I've been using this e.l.f. liquid blush, and I want to say I had used it 3 or 4 times last month. The usage was 10. I've used it 3 times since then, so I still have a few uses to go. So this is going to stay in. We are going to continue to work on this. My thing is trying to remember to use this because I can take it out and have every intention of doing so. But because I use powder products all the time, the only real liquid product I use is like my actual foundation concealer. I go straight to powdering my face before I even do my bronzer blush. So for me to actually use this product, I have to like remember to do it. It can be sitting out, but I can totally not even see it, bypass it. It's just kind of automatic for me to automatically reach for my face powder. And then after that is when I remember that I have this and I don't want to put it on top of the powder, and you know how she goes. So I do have a few uses left to go on here. I will try my best to have this out by the next update. Now for my eyeshadow, I had pulled the palette, the tropical palette from Beauty Bay, and I rolled in the the shade Jellyfish here. Now, I was only going to use it 5 times. I've used it twice, I think, for sure once, I believe twice. I still have 3 uses to go, but I think I'm going to roll this palette out. Again, I had mentioned that last update. I'm just not reaching for the shade at all, and I just don't have anything that's even pulling me towards this palette at the moment. So what I'm going to do is roll out this palette. However, I'm not going to roll the eyeshadow portion of this out completely because all 3 products need to have their goal met before I can roll out the prompt. So I am going to still throw in an eyeshadow, and I'm going to use another Beauty Bay 16 pan eyeshadow palette, and surprisingly, I decided to go with the earthy palette. But I'm not actually going to use a green shade. These 2 down here, mainly this one, has just been like, I opened this palette, and these are the 2 that just like called my name instantly, and I kind of gravitated towards this one. However, they're both pretty. I have a feeling this is going to be, oh, what project was it where I had my, I actually think I like I don't know, I like them both. I had my Glam Light Chocolate Martini palette, and I had 2 gold shades that I wanted to hit pan on. One of the 2, I didn't care which one it was, but I was just having a struggle between the 2 golds, and I think I'm gonna be there again. Right now, a part of me is going for the top shade just because it's a little bit lighter, but I like the tone of the one underneath it. So the one underneath, no, it was this one and then this one, I think. Oh, I don't even remember which order I did this anymore. Yeah, so this one is the middle finger. So this is the bottom shade here, and then this one's the top one. Yeah. So I don't know which one I'm going to go for, but I'm going to throw the 5 use goal onto this. So one of these 2 is going to have 5 uses. I'm hoping because it's a gold and only 5 uses that I'll be able to knock that out really fast and get this eyeshadow out for the next update as well, because that would be nice. Now moving on to the highlighter portion of this prompt, I've been working on the Becca Eyelights palette, and I had the shade Rose Quartz. Last month I had Pan, but I had not used it since I had rolled it in, and now we are completely finished. So I'm really excited about it because now I have 3 full pans in here, and that means it's just 1 shade closer to completely finishing off this palette, which is my end goal with this baby. A few of the other shades in here are in another project, which you will see in a few days, but I am super excited because now that is 1 less shade to worry about, and I only have 4 left out of the 7, and I'm so excited because 1 step closer to getting this completely finished off. Then what I did last month was I actually changed and switched out a product for a prompt, which was birthday gift. Now, I totally bypassed and missed the opportunity when I had rolled in the birthday gift prompt, because I want to say it was either March or April, probably March. My birthday was in March. It was perfect timing. I decided to throw in an eyeshadow primer of all things. So last month I rolled that out, and I rolled in the Huetopian Dream palette from mcgrath because I actually purchased this for myself for my birthday. And it arrived a couple of days before my birthday. So how I missed that opportunity, don't ask me, couldn't tell you. However, I wanted to use every shade in here, no pan left behind style, and only use them 1 time each. Now you can see that some of the shades have usage on them. I definitely dipped into these shades. It was the first time I had used the palette. I don't quite remember what shades they were. I know I've used at least 4 or 5 of them. I want to say it was this one, these 2, and this one. I know this has it looks like usage, but I don't know if I actually used it or if I just swatched it. I really can't tell what I did. So I think what I'm going to do is restart this one over and just use every shade in here 1 time. Again, I will start from 0 because like I said, I don't want to think that I used this shade when I really didn't, or I did use this shade only thinking I swatched it. So I'm just going to start over. I'm going to try whole and keep track, which is what I was not doing. So that definitely played into not remembering what I did. But we are going to throw the no pan left behind goal on this again. And I think I should, I know I've been saying it. I'm really hoping that I can get it out by the next update, but I've got so much eyeshadows that I'm working on. I don't even know anymore. I'm kind of at a point where I don't know what to do. So we're just going to take it as it goes. And if it takes me another couple of months, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And I need to tell myself that, remember that. But we will have a good update for next month. Hopefully, with the eyeshadow being rolled out, I only have the 2 products left for my makeup inventory prompt. And if I can get 5 uses on one of these golds and the last few uses on this, that can be knocked out next update and get another prompt going in here, which is really exciting. So that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to randomize a brand new prompt. We are throwing out free shipping, like I said, so we're going to pull another prompt into this. Now, technically, you're supposed to be working on 4 prompts at a time, and I'm only working on 3. This month, I'm going to keep it that way only because, like I said last month, I want to try and catch up with a couple of things. I've been feeling slightly overwhelmed, so I don't want to continue to feel like that. Next month, though, as long as all goes good and as long as I can catch up on products, which I think I'm kind of heading that way, then I will go back to my 4 prompts. But for now, we're only going to roll in the 1. So I'm just going to take a quick count because I found my notebook that had all the prompts in them. And of course, I cannot find it now. So I'm going to count how many. No, there's 33 prompts. Never mind. But I will have to count them out off screen. So let me. Done. Clear history. Okay. 1 through 33. Let's see what prompt we get. And every prompt can be rolled multiple times within the same update, blah, blah, blah. So if I've had it once, you can definitely have it again. Go check out Dominique, Anouk. Oh my God, I'm blanking on her name right now. I'm so sorry. Anouk Dominique Rose. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Go check her out. She's definitely had the same prompts rolled in a few times, and I absolutely love watching her updates. But I have prompt number 9. So I'm going to take a quick count, see what that is, and I will be right back. Well, I shouldn't have said anything about being able to roll the same prompt in more than once, because that's exactly what happened. And you want to take a guess at which one? Makeup inventory. So the one that's going to be rolled out next month is also not going to be rolled out next month because I am rolling it in again. So I have to pick 3 more products to pull to, whatever my top 3 categories are. Now, because I might switch this up a little bit, I don't know what I'm going to do right now. I know obviously my top 3 is eyeshadow, blush, highlight, but I might tweak it a little bit, and I can't just keep working on the same 3 products all the time. So I'm going to go take a look at my collection. I'm going to go see what I have, what I want to work on, and I will be back in a couple of minutes to show you guys what I decided on. All right, so we're throwing a little twist to this. I'm kind of excited. So what I decided to go with was a nail polish, a blush, and a highlight. So my nail polish, obviously, Holo Taco, but I went with a topper instead of an actual polish color because I do plan on redoing my nails tonight. However, I don't know what I want to do. I haven't really known what I wanted to do for a while. I have not been updating Panicure whatsoever. And I want to because I love the nails that I've done, even if I keep them on for just a couple of days. But sometimes I just want to do something simple, and I think if I throw on this topper, which I really do enjoy, you can tell I've used a decent amount of it, but I haven't used it in a while. It'll get me back into doing that, and I can just do a solid creme color, throw a little scattered Holo Taco on top of it, and call it a day. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to just throw 5 uses on it just to keep it simple. Hopefully, with the 5-use goal, I'll be able to knock that out by next month. That's almost like just don't take a shot every time I say I'll have this out next month. Because, I've been saying it a lot lately. The next thing that I wanted to go with was I decided how I wanted to do this. I was really debating actually using one of the other 2 golds from this earthy palette because I have a feeling that I'm going to end up using both of them, but that's fine. I figured let's just let that be. If I use them both, and hey, I'm just getting extra use on it. But I wanted to take these next two and just kind of twist it a little bit. So the blush and the highlighter that I went with, if you guys saw my hand, they are both purple. Now, we're going to chat about the blush first, and this is my Clinique Pop in Pansy Pop. I think I've used this like one time, and I've had it for I don't even know how many years now, quite a while. I feel like I've always wanted, and I think it goes so well with this gold shade here. Like, I think that's absolutely beautiful. So I want to try and do like a lilac look and hope that I can pull this off. I'm really kind of excited because it's something that I've always wanted to do, and I just haven't really bit the bullet and done it. I'm going to throw 5 uses on this one as well because I think it's going to take a lot for me to actually use this blush. I used to just wear purple blush all the time. It's like, I love it. It's not something that's like scary for me necessarily. I just haven't done it for some reason. So I'm going to try and pull this out 5 times. And then the highlighter is also purple, and it is from the Ofra Retrograde highlighter, and it is 1/2. I'm only going to focus on this 1/2. I can use this if I want, but it's not going to count towards anything. I just want to use the purple because I have not used it. I think this is like maybe the 2nd or 3rd time I've swatched the shade, and that's been it. I haven't put it on my face, and I've really been enjoying my Bare Lace Beauty highlighters lately. There's some purple in there, which I've really been enjoying. If you watched Panning Solitaire, which went up a couple of days ago, the purple shimmer that was in the neon pink palette, I used that as a highlighter one day because on the finger it was stunning. Definitely completely different from this, but I loved it anyways. So I'm like, I want to get back into like my purple phase and just kind of like play around with it. So I'm going to throw 5 uses on the highlighter, 5 uses on the blush, 5 uses on the topper, and I was actually planning on possibly doing purple nails tonight, so this might be a whole look for tomorrow, and I'm really excited about it. I'm actually filming this the night before, so when you guys see this, it'll be the next day, my next day. So maybe the day you see this, I will have a whole purple look if I remember, because you know, I'm forgetting a whole lot lately. But yeah, that is it. And I'm actually really excited because now that this project has just a slight bit of a refresh, kind of a little bit of a twist, something a little bit different, I'm a little bit more energetic and motivated because the other day I was like, I really want to sit down, I really want to film, I really want to get back into it and have that motivation that I used to have. And it just hasn't really been there as much lately, and I've missed it so much. So I'm thinking just these little tweaks, something to kind of help energize me to do this is going to be just that much better. I know I had mentioned it in Deca Panning, but next month, July 25th, I have a project that I am bringing back, and I'm so excited for it. But I'm also slightly nervous because if I'm feeling a little overwhelmed now, I don't want to feel too overwhelmed with trying to figure out what to pull into projects at that time, because I really want to get good use on stuff just in general, but like have a lot of fun with that project along with everything else that I'm doing. So if I can pull products into projects and twist them around a little bit just so that I'm not always pulling the same sort of thing or using them in the same sort of way, then hopefully that kind of makes the projects a little bit more exciting for you guys as well, as well for me too, because then I can kind of work with products that I probably wouldn't necessarily pull into projects. I hope that made sense. It made sense in my head. But that is it. That is everything. So just a quick little recap. I am pulling in these 2 plus half of this blush. I am pulling in one of these 2 bottom gold shades. I'm kind of thinking it's going to be this one, but I don't know. We're gonna just play, and if I use them both, I use them both. But whichever one I hit 5 uses on first, I think is going to be the winner, the chosen shade, and I will then roll it out. A few more uses left on this, and I'm going to restart with this one, but I'm okay with that. I know that restarting a prompt because I was not paying attention, I guess, kind of sucks, but you know what? I didn't mind it because when I did use these shades, I actually really enjoyed them, and I liked the look that it came of that I came up with. So I'm really hoping that I can do that again, have a lot of fun with it. I think this is going to be a good palette to kind of like refresh and restart over with. So I'm not too mad about it. So I'm really excited. I hope you guys are too. That is it. So like I said earlier, please go check out Anouk Dominique Rose. I apologize so much for mispronouncing your name before. It's been a very long day, a chaotic afternoon. I just needed to come home after work, so I'm a little crazy at the moment. But yes, please go check her out. I adore her updates and just her in general. And that is it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys all later. Bye.